Okay, how to throw the rear straight or the straight right hand. So again, using Topuria as a reference because he's really good at setting this shot up in open space. But also, just want to quickly before we go into the video, just saying that the channel isn't just about us and what we want to teach. The channel is also about whether you're a beginner or a fighter, whatever stage you're at in terms of your training or your career. If there's anything that you want to work on or anything you're not sure about, I've spent years and years now obsessing over every detail of every technique there is. So if there's anything you want to catch up on or anything you don't quite grasp in your training, then make sure you leave a comment and say which one you want to learn next. And make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for when your video comes out. So going over how to throw the rear straight and how to land it. So firstly, there's two different kinds of rear straights. So the first one is what the name is. So it's straight. So where the hand comes from the back, we'll do it on a little bit of a weird angle. So the hand comes from the back and it goes all the way through straight. So it goes, if I'm facing directly towards the camera, in a straight line. It comes from here, elbow stays tight, and it goes forwards. There's also a cross, and then same thing, it's in the name. So the punch, instead of going straight like a rear straight, it goes across the body. So it starts on the plane of my right shoulder, and it goes across to the left. So in terms of where you need to be and the structure of the punch when you're landing either one. So the straight needs to have all the momentum on the end of the shot. Because like if I'm trying to push Wadge away with my right hand now, push into me now. Go hard you can, push, push, push. I can't keep him away if my hand's like that. So now if I lock my hand all the way out, push into me. Now it's a lot harder for him to get any force behind that. Reason is if we lock out the elbow, that's the strongest position our hand can be in. So when you land the straight, you don't want to be in the range here, where at the end of the punch, you're like this. Because your hand's not turned over all the way, you're not landing with the big knuckles, but also you're not having the correct structure with the arm. Just come forward a bit there, bro. So instead of landing the straight where you're like this, with the elbow bent still, again, push against my hand now. Yeah, I'm not strong. Now, push against my hand. Yeah, that's the strongest you can possibly be, and you don't need to try because all your bones are stacked together. So you want to have the range, and we use the jab normally to set this up. So if I'm jabbing and I'm landing about here, I'm a little bit too close to land that straight, so I might go with another shot that's more suitable for the range. If I'm landing the jab and I'm on the very end here, now if I throw that straight, rotate the back foot over, turn the left hip over like this, left shoulder comes back, and left elbow tucks in. Now I've landed on the very end of that range, and it's had all that time to gain momentum from here, 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 and it stings him right on the end. So just the little details of that shot now, and it's the same thing for the cross. So when I'm throwing, I'm not just focusing on throwing my right side forwards. A little tip, the closer your elbows are to your body, the faster and the more efficiently you can rotate your torso. So when I'm throwing it straight, I don't want to go like this and have my hand out here. Firstly, obviously, because you'll get hit, because you've got a window there for your opponent, but also you want to tuck this elbow in, and you want to feel it on the obliques here on this side. So you're not just going like this, you're pulling this part of your ribs in here, rotating on your back foot, squeezing your right arse cheek, and sitting your left hip down. And then throwing that right shoulder forwards, boom, all the way straight. And again, catching him on the end of that shot. So now with the cross, it's a little bit different. So again, it doesn't go straight, it goes across. So if I'm throwing the shot from here, my right shoulder lines up with Wadge's left shoulder. His chin is in the middle of both of his shoulders. So when I start the punch, my elbow now is going to line up with his lead shoulder, and I'm aiming to throw the fist across and through the face all the way to his rear shoulder. So instead of, like on the straight, you want to catch him on the boom, right on the end of it, sorry bro, you want to have the punch still extending as it lands on the face. So instead of going like this, boom, where you just caught him on the end, you want to go through this side of his chin and end up on the other side. And when your arm is still a little bit bent in between, when you get to this point here, my arm's bent and I can drive through and go all the way through his face. So the first straight looks like this. Boom. Again, left hand stays tight, pull the elbow down and in, sit your left hip down, rotate your right shoulder, boom, 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 boom. And now when I throw the cross, again, same motion with the elbow, the hip, the right hip, pulling the left shoulder and elbow down and back, but the punch is going across the face. So again, straight, goes like this, all the way forwards, catching them on the end. The cross starts from here and goes across. An important thing as well, a tip I always say, as fast as you throw the punch out, don't do this. Yeah, don't admire the shot. Don't just land your shot well and then leave the hand out. As fast as it goes out, it comes back in. Okay, so just from the other angle now. So again, the straight, starting from this right foot. Elbow pulls in, right shoulder goes forwards, rotate the back foot, squeeze your arse cheek, straight line with the punch. Keeping that left hand tight to the chin just in case he slips. Boom, so I've got my left hand up there just in case he counters. Again, straight all the way through. Boom, boom. And then you want to go with the cross, drive off this right foot, send the shoulder instead of forwards, across to the left, left elbow pulls in, boom, boom, boom. Making sure it comes back as fast as it goes out. So now, just in terms of how to land it, so if I want to land the right cross, again, if I want to land the straight, I use the jab to gauge the range. I find him on the end of the jab, boom, and I pop through. If I want to land the cross, you can use the same thing, or you can find an angle to the side and get an even better angle to go across. Or something I like to do as well, a little setup. I don't use a left hook, but I show the hook. And the idea is to have it more like a slap. And you see this when Topuria fought Holloway. So as Holloway was starting to move back and switch stances, Topuria stepped his left foot out, pushing off his right foot, and he opened his left hand up. So what that does now is it occupies on this side. So now he's thinking about an attack coming from here. So he pulls here, his momentum's still going forwards, now he's a little bit closer, and then he drives that shot through, okay? So again, he's at open space. As he steps back, boom. And again, as he steps back, I open this left hand up, boom, and punch through, okay? Or again, just using the jab. So I can go 1, 2, I can stick the hand out and drive through, or slap around the side, boom, and send that shot through. Did I hit you then, bro? No. Sorry. So one other way you can land the cross or the straight as well, it's the cross in this case, is the way Topuria does it is slipping on a straight shot, getting his head off the center line and coming over the top with the cross. I don't want you to think about it like it's an overhand though. So when we're slipping a straight shot, we're not going like this. We're not going like this and looping the hand over. So say he goes with a jab, like in Volkanovski versus Topuria. Volk throws a jab to the head there. So now he makes that read, he gets caught with the jab a few times, understands the timing that he's going off, and when he throws that jab, he slips to the inside, brings the elbow up high, boom, and then comes over the top from there. So now he's in a position at the end of that shot where he's landed his first punch and now his head's really close. So something Topuria does well, obviously, like I've done in the other video, is he can go with the liver shot there, go with the hook over the top, or he can land that shot, boom, angle, and then he can go to the body as well. So again, if he goes off the jab, I slip my head to the left, just like when you're throwing a normal two. So we rotate the back foot, head comes to the left, boom. So now when he throws that jab, I slip. And at the same time, now my elbow comes up, slip, and throw that shot over the top. Okay, but obviously made a mistake there, keeping the left hand up. So he throws that jab again, boom. And again, from here you can go body, you can angle, attack here, boom, and then get back to space. If he goes off the two, one of my most favorite counters to do, he throws that straight right hand, I slip the exact same way. I go here, elbow comes up, boom. My head's all the way off to the left. He's missed his two. I've landed mine down the middle. And again, then you've still got the body shot there. The angles, boom, 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 anything you want. So that's how you throw the straight rear hand or the straight cross like Topuria. Do what you do.
What's it?
What was that? Fighted. Okay. You think you're hard or something?
Like, depending on what situation. If you're fighting like a pro fighter, I'm like moderate but small woman, and I'd be fucking solid. So
You thought you had an uncle once?
took me ice skating, and then I woke up in his bedroom, and my pants were around my ankles, and then my mum told me that I never had an uncle.